I'm hungry, so I'm going to get some lunch. Hopefully some local food, hopefully pho. So if you don't know what pho is the traditional Vietnamese noodle soup. The rice donut. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanvi Dikshit and today I'm here in the capital city of Vietnam, Hanoi. I am starting my day, of course, by checking in to my hostel. Now, whenever I'm traveling anywhere new, I love to stay at backpackers hostels, and especially backpackers hostels which have like a super social vibe. So here in Hanoi, I'm staying at this gorgeous little hostel called the Old Quarter View Hostel Hanoi. And I just checked in this morning and the vibe of the hostel is so cute. There's like a really cutely done up cafe and reception. There's common rooms, reading rooms. The dormitories are like really spick and span, really comfortable. The restrooms are really clean and the social vibe is amazing. I have chilled with like 8-10 different backpackers in the morning itself and made so many plans to go on walking tours and happy hours and all of that. So I'm super pumped. So yeah, this is where I'm staying. If you're looking for a budget hostel, this is a great place to stay at because I'm paying close to 900 to 1000 Indian rupees per night, which is amazing, I think. Now I'm headed out to do a little bit of exploration, get some lunch, hopefully something local, maybe pho. My first meal in Vietnam had to be something authentically Vietnamese, right? So yeah, I'm grabbing my first meal of Vietnamese pho. So if you don't know what pho is the traditional Vietnamese noodle soup. So you have rice noodles and then you have pieces of minced meat. You could either choose chicken or beef. I have ordered for the chicken one and it's been served with a side of cut up red chilies and some lemon. I think the lemon and red chilies is going to add some nice zest to the meal. When exploring the old quarter of Hanoi, you have to make a quick stop at the Bach temple, which you can see behind me. It's a beautiful structure in the middle of like the bustling city square. It's like a very calm and serene sort of structure with like wooden pillars and all of that. Bach literally translates into the White Horse Temple. So this temple dates back to the 18th century. It was originally built by the Emperor Lin Thai. In the memory of a white horse which actually led him to this destination where he decided to construct the city walls. So I'm trying out a local Hanoi specialty called Cha. Did I get that right? Yeah. So, do you guys want to say hi to the camera? So, this is a local Hanoi specialty and this is basically a fish preparation. The specialty here is there is a cut of fish stomach which is been grilled on this pan and it actually has a really wonderful texture. It is served with two different sauces. One is like your usual fish sauce and then there's another really pungent sauce which is made out of fish innards, right? So this is like an entire set meal. It's served with a few vegetables. There's mint leaves, there's spring onions, there's peanuts and chilies and all of that. And of course with a side of rice noodles. This is a very unique flavor combination, like especially the fish sauces. The flavors are something that I've never tried before and I'm really enjoying it. Also the fish stomach texture is out of this world. It's like chewy and it's very satisfying to eat it. So basically you take a piece, you dip it in the sauce that you like and then chop it down. So this morning I'm out on a walking tour in the old city of Hanoi. Actually, walking tours are a great way to explore the essence of the city. So we are just walking through markets. There are local fruit and vegetable market. There is like stalls selling dried fish. There's spices and all of that. So we're just walking through the market. We're like a big group. So this You'll find a lot of like hostels organizing free tours. There's also another website called Guru Walks who organize free walking tours as well. So this is like a 2-hour long walking tour, and we're just taking in the local sights, sounds, smells, and like trying to see the real essence of the city. As you can see, we're now walking around the art street. So you can see all of these walls have been covered with like local artworks, and they're actually really pretty. There are like paintings, and then there are like artworks made out of like plastic and straws and like really different materials. So this has actually been super interesting. Well, as usual, I'm on a mission to explore the best local food in Hanoi, and a place a lot of people recommended me to try Banh Mi is this place called Banh Mi 25. You can see how crowded it is. There are like 3 different outlets, and basically that's a huge line where I placed the order, and now I'm waiting for a table. Banh Mi is like this Vietnamese sandwich, sort of like a baguette kind of bread, and then you can stuff it with like either chicken or beef or pork or eggs or whatever. So I have for a change ordered for a vegetarian Banh Mi which has eggs, cheese and avocado. So yeah, I'm got my token number, and I'm waiting for to find a table basically for myself. All right, so my Banh Mi is here. It's actually perfect for like a quick meal. I do not have time right now, so yeah, a quick meal is just what I needed. The bread is so crispy and perfectly baked. Sort of like satisfying to bite into, and there's a filling of avocado, eggs, veggies and cheese, and it's very like low on spice level but very flavorful. Like all the ingredients are like super fresh. I can see why this place is so popular. So today has been all about walking tours. I did one walking tour in the morning which started at 9 and ended at 11:30, and now I'm out for my second walking tour of the day, which has started around like 2 p.m. So we are starting the walking tour by trying the traditional Vietnamese egg coffee at one of the most iconic cafes here called Cafe Giang. Let's go. That's my egg coffee right here. The coffee honestly does not taste like a beverage. It tastes more like a dessert, like a meringue sort of a whipped texture. It's more like a tiny meal rather than a beverage.
Yeah, so meringue is like one kind of thing in Europe.
How's it, guys? How is it?
It's easy to love you.
So Cafe Giang has been so cute. Like the coffee was really amazing, and then they have this like really old style structure. This is basically an old traditional Vietnamese house. They have a loft on top and this beautiful balcony overlooking the lake and all of that. The cafe is damn cute. I highly recommend that you pay a visit here, and it dates back, like it's run by the 3rd generation of the family now. You can see there are all of these like pictures on the walls. These are the people who originally started the cafe and all of that. Xin chào. That's hello in Vietnamese. So I'm trying out the rice donut at one of the oldest family businesses, and this one cost me only 2,000 Vietnamese dong. This one is sesame. They also have the brown sugar and white sugar varieties. Thing you definitely should not miss out on when in Hanoi is coming to watch a water puppet show. Now this was something really unique for me. So I'm here right now at the Thang Long Water Puppet Show Theatre, and I just saw like an hour-long water puppet show. So it was really interesting actually. So by water puppet show, it's pretty much like your standard puppet show, except for the fact that the puppets are actually in like a tank of water and they're like splashing around, and the entire storytelling revolves around the theme of water. So there's like fish and dragons and all of these aquatic creatures, of course featuring some cultural Vietnamese themes. Now the only thing was that a lot of the narration was in Vietnamese, so I wasn't able to understand a lot of what was going on, but I'm going to go back and read up a little bit about it. But all in all, if you're here, it's a very unique and different sort of show, so I definitely recommend it. It's not very expensive. I paid 150,000 Vietnamese dong, which I think is quite affordable, so definitely give this a watch. Well, another thing you absolutely must do when in Hanoi is visit the bustling beer street for a drink, of course. This entire street behind me that you can see is actually known as Beer Street. This is a gorgeous street lined by like small pubs and bars on all the sides. There's like beautiful fairy lights and lanterns and all of that. And the vibe is really nice. There's really nice music and it's super bustling and vibrant. So yeah, if you enjoy beer and if you enjoy going out at night, definitely make a quick stop at Beer Street. When in Hanoi, there are a few local delicacies that you must try. Egg coffee is of course one of them, pho, banh mi of course, and Bun Cha is another local delicacy. So I'm here right now to have a Bun Cha meal. Now there is this restaurant which is super popular because Barack Obama dined here at one point when he was in Vietnam, and it's like super popular now. It is a little bit touristy, but I wanted to try Bun Cha. And why not do something touristy? So I'm here right now. So this place is called Bun Cha Quang Lien. So let's go and eat some Bun Cha. Bun Cha is essentially grilled pork, which is put in this broth, which is made out of, I think, fish sauce or something, then served with rice noodles and a bunch of greens. Smells great. Excited to try it out. This is fabulous. The broth is so flavorful. It is sweetish, but it's so flavorful. The pork is perfectly grilled. I'm adding a little bit of spice to it with the red chilies. This is such a comforting and fulfilling meal right now. How can it happen that I am traveling somewhere and this woman doesn't turn up here? So Sagarika is back again to join me on this trip as always. I think I can't have even a single international trip where she does not join me at some point. So yeah. So we are exploring Hanoi today. We are off to see the Women's Museum and then the prison, Hoa Lo Prison Republic. So yeah. So I'm here right now at the Vietnamese Women's Museum. This is one of the really popular must-do tourist things when in Hanoi city. I have just purchased an audio guide so that I can get a better idea of all the exhibits. The ticket will cost you 40,000 Vietnamese dong and the audio guide is another 40,000 Vietnamese dong. The Vietnamese Women's Museum is actually really informative. It's quite big, so I suggest you take out a couple of hours to explore it properly. There are different galleries dedicated to the different marriage practices, childbirth practices, women revolutionaries during the Vietnam Wars. There's traditional dresses of women, the lifestyle, how they do their household chores, all of these traditional things done by Vietnamese women, and all of the achievements, how the women bravely fought during the war. It's very interesting to read about the history and the culture. So I highly recommend you pay a visit to this museum. And my next stop is the Prison Relic. This again is another place which a lot of people have recommended you should definitely visit when in Hanoi. So let's see. Prison Relic is really something to experience. It's really depressing, it's really heavy, but it gives you a great insight into the history of Vietnam War, Vietnam occupation, the revolution, and all of that. If you're somebody who really enjoys delving deeper into the history of a region, you should definitely pay a visit to the Prison Relic. I'm pretty sure all of you have seen videos of this beautiful street. It's like super Instagram popular, and everybody who comes to Hanoi, it's a very touristy thing to do. Everybody who comes to Hanoi comes here to like click pictures and have a coffee or a beer. So yeah, it's basically this entire street. This is a railway track from where trains actually cross, and the entire street around the railway track is actually lined by cafes and bars and decorated by these beautiful fairy lights and lanterns and all of that, and it's so beautifully lit up in the evenings. It's very bustling, very vibrant. There's people here clicking pictures, drinking, there's music and all of that. So I know it's a little touristy, but if you're here, you want to enjoy the vibe of the city, you want to have a different experience where you're sitting and having a drink, and a train crosses you like really close, so close that it's scary, you can definitely make a stop here. I am here with a bunch of friends. We're going to grab a couple of drinks, chill for a little bit, and probably end my last night in Hanoi at the beer street.